Well, hello, Internet. How the heck are you? So, the other day, I had some people over at my house, and they said some things that made me want to make a video. Oh no, here comes the ranting. No, it's not a rant. I just wanted to make a video to get something off my chest that it's always been kind of in the back of my head, and I've wondered why. So I'm just gonna say it. You do not have to be a homosexual to have style. I said it. Somebody call the press. Maybe it's just me, but I get the impression that we live in a society that thinks that only girls can be stylish or can design stuff well, and if a guy doesn't, he comes off as gay or flamboyant are other words that people use. And I don't think that's true. Don't get me wrong, I love gay people, and it's true, a lot of great designers are homosexuals, and that's really cool, guys. But you know what's not cool? Stereotypes. They are not cool. What I mean by that is, for instance, my friends that were over the other night, they really liked my apartment and they said that it was decorated well. And one of the guys was actually like, "Are you sure you're not gay? Because this is a really well decorated apartment." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I like the woman's figure, but thanks, I guess." I took it as a compliment. I don't know if I should have. And it got me thinking. I was like, why do we assume that if a guy dresses well, or if he can design stuff well, or decorate his house well? And I know the phrase decorate a house sounds kind of gay. I'm gonna be honest there, but there's no other word for it. If a guy makes his apartment look good or his house look good, he automatically gets labeled as being flamboyant or sensitive or gay. And I think it's dumb. I don't get it. And then I got thinking, you know, I really want to help these homophobic And I was like, you know what? I do know how to make a room look good. I'll say it. It's one of my dreams to make my apartment look like it came out of a magazine. Why is that so bad? I don't get it. So I got thinking, and I was like, wow, I've got a lot of friends who are guys in college, and they use ping pong tables as their dinner table, and they use hammocks as beds, and they're just a mess, basically. I think it's because they were never shown how to make an apartment or a home look good. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna teach you guys and you gals out there who have a hard time making your house or home or whatever look presentable today. So I think that was a full sentence. I don't know. I'll fix it in editing. I probably won't. So here are some of the tips that I picked up over the years. Take them or defecate on them. I don't really care. Flea markets! So much better than real fleas. Now, growing up in Montana, we didn't really have flea markets, so coming down to Utah, they're kind of everywhere. And my really only association with flea markets when I was a kid was on TV, and all I knew was they were like a big Goodwill that was outdoors and multiple people were there. As an adult, I know that flea markets are the shiz. You can say that, right? It's like when you're a preteen and you realize that you can get really cool name brand jeans at Ross in your price range, and you're all like, look at me, fellow tweens, I'm sophisticated as hell. That's what flea markets are for adults. The best part about flea markets is that usually you can negotiate the prices. So even for the softest of hearts, it's a fun environment to pretend that you're a hard ass. $50, I'll give you 48. Done deal, you ruthless money-sucking vampire. Good for you. IKEA, more like IKEA. Sometimes you just can't beat it. They have everything, and they probably have it on a price range you can afford. Yes, it will take years off of your life to put together the furniture, but afterwards, you'll have a sense of accomplishment. You built something. Right before you realize that somehow you have 3 leftover screws that are not supposed to be left over. Don't sit in that chair. I used to try to decorate my apartment in almost all IKEA furnishings, and you could tell. Now I find it's fun to mix IKEA products and flea market finds with a couple of more expensive splurge items. But a rule of thumb, if you think it costs too much, it probably does. So do not buy that 4-foot tall silver elephant, no matter how cool you think it is, it's not worth it. Also, that sentence is the title to my new HGTV show, Redecor Events. It's a working title. Scents. Candles, candles, candles. I feel that candles and scents in general give the illusion of a clean home no matter how much of a scum palace it is. It's kind of like the same for food. If it smells good, you're probably gonna eat it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's why my stomach is a horror show with no intermission. because I got the tools. Anyways, candles are a good way to trick people into thinking that your house is more put together than you are. Also, I think I once heard that candles are good for relaxing. But if they catch your house on fire, that would be the opposite effect. Hang it. Give your walls friends. When I was younger, posters were a really cool way to express yourself and decorate your room at the same time. It was a cheap and easy way to make your room look cool. As an adult, I have graduated to using actual paintings and picture frames. Whoa, who knew? Some people probably knew. I still think what I considered art back in the day, posters, and now the posters look expensive and stylish. Or at least I think so. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day, satisfying yourself. You could make that. DIY is very now and very hipster. There's a lot of ridiculously expensive stuff sold at the store that you can make on your own on the cheap. Curtains and pillows are definitely easy DIY projects. I made a pillow out of an old button-up shirt one time. It's cool and creepy. Even though sites like Pinterest and Etsy are sometimes over the top, they're great for inspiring your own creativity. You're more creative than you think. Trust me, I'm not that creative and I can pull it off. Sometimes I really impress myself with a DIY project. Other times I look back and think, like the time I drew a cartoon Mona Lisa and put it in a frame made out of pool noodles. I don't know what I was trying. I don't know, you guys. Some DIY ideas become DIY. Green things, plants. Plants make a house feel like a house with plants in it. They're great. I only recently learned their value after moving to Utah, where lush means more than just a drunk. Everything grows here. From cactuses to maple trees to peach trees to, you list it. I used to think that plants are like children. Cool in theory, but just a pain in the ass to keep alive. Until I found succulents in cacti. They are literally almost impossible to kill. They look cool and they come in a ton of different shapes and sizes and colors, and you can use your creative DIY self to plant them in all kinds of unusual items. They are a boring person's fail-safe decorating tool. Adding green to your space is calming. It makes people think that you're both stylish and functional. Rugs. Give your floor a freaking hat. Rugs are great. Think of them as floor frames. Even an inexpensive rug can really make a room look like you've got it put together more than your plan for life. Oh, what's that? You just got redecorated. It doesn't roll off the tongue like I hoped it would. There's not much more to say about rugs other than I support them. They're easy to swap out if you ever decide to change how your room looks, and just like me, people walk all over them. How much better could they be? Over time. Like an elderly person crossing the street, good design happens slowly. You can find really great pieces if you give yourself some time to look. Don't settle for something just because you want to fill your space fast. That is, unless somebody is holding you at gunpoint and really needs you to pick an area rug. Then go with the blue one with the circles. Otherwise, don't rush. It took me weeks to find the right taxidermied hamster butt on Etsy. Several weeks later, I found it. And that's great. Paint. Paint rhymes with... You can take a crappy piece of furniture and turn it into a really cool piece of furniture with paint. Spray paint, chalk paint, paint. There are tons of types of paints. Before you pass up on a piece of furniture with great bones or get rid of a much loved object already in your home, see if there's a way to refurbish or recycle it. Imagine your dresser is the face of a desperate 50-year-old Beverly Hills socialite. Just smack on some makeup and give those drawers some cougar appeal. Experiment. Get freaky, you weirdo. It's just like how you experimented in college with Kristen with a Y and that foreign exchange student, except completely different. There will be no pickles in this version. You were weird in college. Experiment with design. Let your creativity run wild. Just see what happens. If you don't like it, you can change it. That's the beauty of decorating. Unlike tattoos and plastic surgery, it's a great way to express yourself that isn't permanent. Can't say the same about your Garfield tramp stamp. Remember, fishy grope. F for flea markets, I for IKEA, S for cents, H for hang it, Y for you could make that, G for green things, R for rugs, O for overtime, P for paint, E for experiment. Fishy grope. Well, there you have it. Decorating tips from a straight guy. Take pride in your living spaces. You never know when somebody's gonna stop by. What if a hot UPS girl comes to your door and she can see in your house and it's a dump? I don't think that's a turn on for them. A clean, well put together living area is a major turn on for both sexes. And if you don't believe me, then why are you watching? Why are you watching this? I don't care now because the video's over and I already got your view. Ha! We're gonna use that view money to go to charity, so suck it, I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to get it more views, because all the proceeds of Vinny Duke's channel will be going to St. Jude's in the month of November and whatever charity you guys want the next month. So don't forget to go on Twitter and vote for whichever charity you think most deserves our money in December. Peace out, Pop-Tarts. What your candle scent says about you. Fresh laundry means you hardly ever do your real laundry. Lavender means one time you read somewhere in a book something about how lavender is supposed to chill you out and make you really calm, dude. It's a fact. Vegetable scents means you really, really want to be interesting. But seriously, a tomato vine candle smells amazing. I hate myself. Most fruit scents means you have 3 children and you love appleteas. Coconut means you've had a threesome. Good for you. Vanilla and other sugary scents means you've never tried it up the butt, but if you got drunk enough, you'd probably do it. Grass and wood scents mean you're a man but are curious about candles. Peach scents means you're constipated. Any drink scents mean a half glass of Arbor Mist gets you blacked out. Ocean or weather or seasonal scents mean you were cool in high school and now you kind of suck.